Yeah. Let us take some questions from the students. Let's start with Ms. Fayrouz Rizkallah. She is from Israel, student of Eastern Asian Studies, Faculty of Humanities. Fayrouz, please.
Hi, can you hear anything? Nope, okay. Now can everybody hear? Great. I'm very honored to be here and to be the first person to ask a question. As said, I am a student of East Asia Studies in Chinese and also Business Management here in Tel Aviv University. So therefore, I decided today to ask my question both in Chinese and in English.
Good.
So it's an opportunity for me to try my Chinese. I'll start with the Chinese version. 你今天能给年轻人最有价值的专业经验是什么? Which is, what is the most valuable professional advice you can give to young people today?
Thank you. I think everybody is made unique and different. So you must have a unique and different way. A lot of people today have a lot of complaints. Say, I don't have opportunity. I complained a lot when I was young, and suddenly realized complaint does not solve any problem. Where the opportunity always in the place where people complain. There are so many opportunities in the world, in this world, because there are so many complaints. If you can solve the complaint, one of the complaints, that's the opportunity. So this is what we made. I think young people, if my advice to be an entrepreneur, don't be scared of failure or setbacks, and don't give up. There are a lot of books written about Alibaba, about me, which I'm scared of. One day I was reading on the plane, that's many years ago, in the newspaper. I was reading a guy introducing a guy, very great. And finally I think people are talking about me. No, that's not me. It was an article about a great person. And then finally I find out they are talking about me. I'm not that great. That's not me. Right? I want to say is that if there's a book I want to write, it's Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. We came today to now, we made so many mistakes. People say, you are lucky. Yes, we are very lucky. We've been only 19 years to today's size. But we've gone through so many tough situations. We made so many mistakes that people cannot imagine. Probably 90 years, just like Israel. For 70 years, your country grew from nothing to today. You have gone through so many tough experiences. And that will make you different. That's what my advice.
Next student is Ms. Chen. She's a student from China, studying here in Tel Aviv University, MA in archaeology.
By the way, your Chinese is very good.
Good. Yeah. Ms. Chen, please.
Good evening, Mr. Man. It's a great honor to have you here. And you know, Taobao means a lot for Chinese overseas students, especially in Israel. My question is, if you could magically meet anyone from the past, who would that be? Thank you.
Meet or be the person, that person? You mean magically meet that person?
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of people I want to meet. In China, if the person I want to meet is Deng Xiaoping, without him, there would be no Alibaba. It's the reform. China was so set back and closed. And Deng Xiaoping said, let's open the door. And I know he loves smoke. When he stopped smoke, he got sick and he passed away. And I want to have a cigarette with him and thank him. And I want to thank a lot of people that in the history that, these people made great things that made us. So I think the Deng Xiaoping I would love to meet. And also Albert Einstein, right? And I also love to talk to the famous Jewish, the Karl Marx. You know, he influenced China and all of that. I want to know more about his real thinking behind it. Yeah, so I think in the history you can see a lot. I want to meet a lot of people. But today the good thing is by reading books you talk. But a lot of books I start to suspect because a lot of books about us, which is not true. Even if we are still surviving. I mean, so talking to the people is a great opportunity. Thank you.
Next student is Miss Whitney Stewart. She's from the University of Pennsylvania. She's studying Tel Aviv University at a study abroad program, which they come for a few months to study here, one semester. So Whitney Stewart, please.
Hi, Mr. Ma. Thank you so much for being here with us today. It's an incredible honor. I would like to ask if you hire based on a specific educational background. Thank you.
No. Absolutely not. Because if we hire based on the education background, Jack Ma can never be accepted by Alibaba. When we started the business, we had 18 founders, including me. 17 of them, most of them my students, and most of them, well, today people think these 18 people, the smartest people in China. We don't think we are smart. Honestly, we all graduate from the very poor schools. The only thing we did was that we are very united. We all believe the future. We are all optimistic. And we learn through mistakes. We never give up. When Alibaba first IPO'd in 2007 in Hong Kong, we had close to 500 millionaires. We made 500 millionaires, and I had a talk with people in the room. I say, hey, everybody, now we are very successful. We are all millionaires. Do you think we are smarter than the others? People say, no. Do you think we work harder than the others? No. The early days, when because we had a strange name, Alibaba, people say, what a company. A lot of people think it's a company of telling lies. We cannot even hire people. We say, if the people who is not that much disabled, we all hire them. Because nobody wants to join us. But we've gone through it. So I asked those 500 millionaires, there's one thing. Those people who think they're smart, after half year, they all gone. They start to build up their own. They don't believe our model. They don't believe by helping others, by helping small business, you can make money. Because 20 years ago, only by helping big companies, you can make money. By helping small companies, you don't have a chance. So smart people left us. Those people believe they are excellent. The headhunting company all come. They headhunt our people. We are the people, nobody even come to hunt us. So we stayed, we have no choice, we don't have any company to go, but we believe our future. So after 10 years, we survived, and today the same. We don't believe those people. I think this is what I give advice to students in Harvard or Tsinghua. If you graduate from famous university, please respect the people who graduate from the poor schools. Those people like us graduate from poor universities. Please respect yourself. We have chance if we work together. So, of course, we would love to have great students from Tel Aviv, from Tsinghua, or Harvard. But the most important is that you find the people with the fighting spirit, learning spirit. And this is what we hire people for, not because which school you're from. Even to now, we said we would rather not having students from Beida and Tsinghua because we believe Beida, Tsinghua University should go to the small, medium-sized companies, not us. Because we are helping small, medium-sized companies. If we take all the talents away, because today we have a lot of cash, we can giving high pay to get the best students from university. If the society is poor, no matter how strong you are, your company will be poor. So this is what we believe. They should go to SMEs, empower SMEs, and then we help together. That's what we believe.
Ms. Shani Masti, a student of industrial engineering, please.
Hi. I really appreciate the vision that you have for the younger generation. And considering that, I was wondering, what do you wish for your children?
My children. I want them to be healthy, to be happier, do things what they like. They don't have to sort of like do what the father wants them to do. They do things what they want. The only thing I think as the parents should giving them health, optimistic for the future. No matter whatever in your life you will encounter all kinds of things. Be optimistic. And next is education. If she wants whatever education wants, I support her. Rest of it, she goes on her way. So this is what I expect my kids to have: good health and happiness. Don't be Jack Ma second. It's tough. Because I know I'm not me. I don't want my kids, unless they want to, right? I think I would tell them, it's very lonely. You have to have a strong will. Normally, if you want to be leaders means loneliness. Leaders means responsibility. If you're responsible for one person, you are yourself. If you are responsible 8 million people, you are Prime Minister of Israel. If you are responsible for 1.4 billion people, you are President Xi Jinping. So it's about responsibility. Not everybody would love to do that. And it's okay. But this is what I give my children. I want them to be happy and healthy.